On the scene, on the story, News on 6 starts now.
Firefighters are hoping today's rain will help them contain wildfires in western Oklahoma. Steven says we're in for a soggy Saturday with a chance for storms. His timeline in just a moment. Good morning, everybody. I'm Rich Lenz, along with Steven Nairns.
Yeah.
And Steve, the radar is lit up this morning.
Yeah, a lot of rain. I'll give you the timeline on that here in just a few more minutes.
All right, thank you very much. Get those umbrellas out. Breaking news, Owasso police are on the scene of a stabbing in the Bailey Ranch neighborhood. This is near 96th Street North in Mingo. News on 6's Amy Slanchik is live on the scene with information from police. Amy? Now, firefighters are hoping today's rain is going to help them gain some ground on the wildfires continuing to burn in western Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management says the largest fire is now in Sealing and is only 25% contained. Tomorrow, a multi-agency resource center is going to open in Taloga, that's in Dewey County. News on 6 is partnering with the American Red Cross to help victims of these wildfires. So join us Tuesday at 7 o'clock as we stream Healing the Heartland, and you can catch the event on newson6.com, our Facebook page, and on YouTube. 2 volunteer firefighters are facing arson charges after investigators say they started 3 fires outside of Bartlesville. Patrick Bradley and Hunter Martin are accused of bundling up paper and using a lighter to start the fires in February, and they burned about 150 acres of land.
Just think of houses, everything they've had.
Investigators say the motive isn't clear. Both men volunteered with the department for less than a year. And we're getting a closer look this morning at a fire in downtown Miami, Oklahoma. And according to the Miami News Record, railroad lumber caught fire at the intersection of a street and Main Street yesterday. Viewer Jordan Barlow posted this video of the fire on her Facebook page. Pretty big flames. The Miami News Record is reporting that the Miami Fire Department has reason to believe that this fire may well have been an act of arson. And we're learning more about a prostitution sting that turned into a human trafficking arrest here in Tulsa. Police say that the manager of the A1 Massage had the proper certifications for her business, but her employee who was giving the massage did not. And that's a red flag employees at Aquarian Age Massage say is easy to spot.
When you walk into a massage where it's visible with a picture as well.
Well, employees also say it's also important to make sure you know someone personally who has been to that business and has had a positive experience. The memos detailing former FBI Director James Comey's interaction with President Trump have now been made public. And those memos describe their conversations about the Russia investigation, loyalty, leaks to reporters, and the unproven Steele dossier, which explored Trump's alleged ties to Russia. Let's hang out with Steven Nairns right now, taking a look at the weather. Coming up, a Broken Arrow woman is asking for help finding her missing therapy dog that helps her with a dangerous heart condition. Plus,
I'm Julia Ben.
there are 200,000 single-family homes in Tulsa County. In 2005, 300,000 homes were destroyed by Katrina, 100,000 more. And one of those homes was mine. Some home movies are harder to watch than others.
Kind of sad, huh?
It's nice to have the ice cream truck here, though.
Especially when it involves the demolition of a home.
That was high.
A year or so after Hurricane Katrina, my wife and I watched the Demolition Diva, yep, that was the name of her company, bring down the home we'd lived in since moving to New Orleans in 1994. It took less than an hour to reduce 12 years of good memories to dust and debris.
Right here, what you're looking at, that's where my kids learned how to ride a bike. Right down that little brick walkway that's no more.
But like so many other parts of this unique, remarkable city, 5551 Chatham Drive has risen like a phoenix from the ashes. There's a quaint new raised bungalow built on the footprint of my house. Hey man, are you John?
Yes, I am.
Rich Lenz, nice to meet you. John Starr purchased my lot in 2008 and built his house 3 years later. He's the 31-year-old principal of a magnet elementary school that opened to fill the education void post-Katrina.
When Katrina hit, it kind of made me decide to come back
Even more.
to come back to the city and go into public education.
Wow.
To see.
Blast from a blast.
Bill and I share at least one common neighbor. Ann Hebert lives just across the street in a beautiful home she began building after Katrina. We've known each other since our kids were in the 3rd grade.
I just couldn't take it. I was just like, tear it down, take it away. So literally, the next day we had a demo crew over there and they just
bulldozed it quick.
Bulldozed it right away.
Ann had a front row seat for the demise of my place. It began with me pulling every stick of furniture, appliance, toy, clothing, you name it, I dragged it to the curb. This photo was taken by the Associated Press and distributed around the world. That's me, gasping for fresh air. Several months after that, volunteers stripped the sheetrock down to the studs.
Surrounded by the heat and your fear.
The house became a makeshift set for a series of music videos based on songs I'd written about the storm.
I ain't living in the bowl no more living in the bowl.
The Bowl is one of New Orleans' many nicknames, referring to the high ground of Lake Pontchartrain to the north and the Mississippi River to the south. Those areas didn't flood, but everything below sea level, the Bowl, was swamped.
But that was then, and this is now.
I'm very proud of the neighborhood, of the city. When I hear the negative comments, I take it personally because I think it's amazing what we have accomplished. The city is bigger and better and more beautiful than ever.
Yeah, still a ways to go, but it really is doing quite well. Now, we're going to be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early for 6 in the morning. I'm going to share the story of a guy I know who rode out the storm in his home, had to fend off looters with an old World War II carbine rifle, and then a couple of years after that, he sold the house to Sandra Bullock. Now, that sounds like a pretty good story. We'll have it for you tomorrow morning.
It does sound like a great story. Rich, were you able to save anything at all, really, from your home?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me show you. One thing, this is it. This is what I've got. It's my little ceramic tile marker for my address. So that's what's left of the old 5551 Chatham Drive. But as you saw, John Starr has a beautiful new home, and I'm real happy for him. Okay, there's a look around on a Monday morning here at just about 7:30. Thanks a lot for being with us. I'm Rich Lenz.
I'm Leanne Taylor.
I want you to make the switch. Here we go.
Oh, they're switching all right. Be careful, you're going to hurt yourself. All right, we're going over to the Tulsa CW. Come along with us, please. And I'm Rich Lenz.
I'm Alan Crown. Good morning.
I see you doing a little drumming there, but
yeah,
can't be out of excitement about those Dallas Cowboys.
And how did the Saints do yesterday as well? We have to move
time
on.
For the
right?
weather.
Yes.
Supporters say it gives parents a little more latitude to raise kids as they see fit.
I tell you what, now Mama Lenz was way ahead of her time. Alan Crone, get on your bike and away we went.
Yes.
Any guesses?
Gosh, I don't know. I'd like to see you two come, maybe. How about that? But we'll see. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there, Bono.
He's got some plans.
You two successfully launching their new tour right here in Tulsa, and they played right through some pretty heavy storms on Wednesday. They were indoors, of course. Fans from around the world flocking to the BOK Center for that tour. The show was supposed to begin at 8 o'clock. You two didn't take the stage until about 8:45. And Tulsa is the first stop for this tour, which goes around the world until November.
Crowd, they're catching the echoes. It was so epic.
It was epic for that young man. Okay, you two now gets a day off, and then their next show's coming up on Friday night in St. Louis. Well, everyone, you can rest easy now. NSYNC has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this morning.
It's about time.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 6 in the morning. This is our 7 o'clock hour. As always, thanks so much for making us part of your day. I'm Rich Lenz.
I'm Ann Taylor.
Everyone's a kid at Christmas. We all have the power to turn back time. Everyone's a kid.
Everyone's a kid
smile.